What's going on, guys, man? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in, and we have today that magnificent Q mini fix, and this is the SBR version, as you guys and girls can see. Mainly one of the things that I've noticed that there is a pistol version with a brace, and then an SBR version, and the differences of them, besides the fact of the stock brace and nothing at all, is also, at least from what I've seen on the pages or on the website of Q, is there some different color variation. I believe that like the pistol version is more of this dark gray charcoal kind of feel, whereas the SBR version is more in line with the typical fixes that you see with the mini fix and the fix as well, this gray with some of those hints of that charcoal. Now, we initially got the mini fix a little while back, unboxed it, talked about how great it was and how great it looked, and I mean, hey, obviously you can see it. You see it for itself. It's a magnificent product, you know, fun product, but also can get the job done when needed if you want to take it out hunting for utility or just, you know, typical planking. And what we got here today, though, we are still waiting on our Thunder Chicken, which should be coming in very shortly. I believe that they got out an email that all the orders on those from May are coming in near the end of June, and we're right here at the end of June. So any minute now, I will have the Thunder Chicken on the end of this bad boy right here. And we'll do a follow-up on it. We'll talk about the Thunder Chicken as its own suppressor. And what I know right now, don't hold me to this, but I believe with any Q product, it could be for the Honey Badger as well, but I do know for a fact it is for the mini fix or the fixes, is that if you grab one of these, you also get a suppressor free as well. So, you know, right now with the way that the forms are just going and flying off the shelf, it's a great, you know, addition to add on there for just such a quiet and splendid sound to your ears. I mean, there's something about that. Is there something about that that just rings beauty to my ears? But we got here today the mini fix in the 300 blackout, and I believe I got the spec sheet here once again just to talk a little bit about it so I can make sure I say everything correctly. But 8-inch barrel, 45-degree short throw bolt handle, which I'm still getting the hang of it. You may see me trying to work that thing as fast as I can. That's what she said. And I'm getting it down pat, but I still am just getting used to it. But it's very, very it's the fastest bolt handle that I can work compared to any other bolt action guns that I own here. It's just such a fun just doing that and being able to use one hand on the trigger and one hand on the bolt, because it's just literally no recoil whatsoever. But you are slinging a 308 bullet down range. That's the part that just is magnificent, and also why I want to try the 8.6 blackout very soon as well. Fully adjustable stock, which one of the most beautiful stocks in my opinion. I gotta be 1000. I mean, this thing just looks, it's just handcrafted and sculpted almost as if Michelangelo did it himself. You feel me? Beautiful. You got a AR/M4 magazine compatible. So of course you got your 300 blackout specific, but you can utilize any typical AR-15 magazine to get more capacity. I like the little magazine on here because you can actually, you know, it doesn't extend too deep down to where you can't just sit the handguard onto something to shoot off of like we did in the video. Also, I do want to probably eventually get one of the Q bipods to go along with it. But you got AR controls as well with the safety, which is ambi as well, and it's like slightly angled, which I like a lot. You got a 2-stage match trigger, one of the best triggers out there, and they even say it themselves, and I gotta agree. You know, it is salutes to Jay on that. Salutes to Jay, Jordan, salutes to Kevin, man. They're doing their thing over at Q. Weight 4 pounds, length 26.9 open, 28.1 open and fully extended. I guess that's just with this part right here. And then you got a barrel is 8-inch with a 1 in 5 twist, tapered profile, stainless steel. The threads are 5/8 by 24, and the accent color is black. So yeah, that's some of the specs. 1-piece muzzle receiver as well. We paired it here with the brand new PLX Nova Compact. It was beautiful. You can get a 1.5 MOA out to 100 yards. When it comes to the 300 blackout, we were shooting 220 grain subs, and I want to say, give me a second, let me go check on that one. 220 subs and 147 supersonic from American Marksman. Now, it's been recommended to utilize like Gorilla, some of the more premium brands out there. I had a ton of American Marksman because they do supply us with a lot of ammo, and huge shout out to them for always doing so. And it fed that magnificently. We know the initial testing we did have, I believe, like 2 light primer strikes because of that, and they utilize a hard cased primer, but we still pushed it through and said, you know what, let's just test it, because I had a ton of it. I did pick up some Gorilla and some Winchester, which you'll probably see in some future videos. That fed phenomenally, but even like I stated before, the American Marksman only had 3 issues out of over, I want to say 300-400 rounds of what we shot through it, and no issues whatsoever. So huge shout out to them on that. It's extremely light. I love the foldable stock. Takes a little bit of getting used to. You press that down pretty hard and it will fold. I just love everything about Q because I feel like it resonates a lot with me as well. If you know me, if you know about me and my history in the sneaker game and coming in 10 years ago, when I came in the game, it was a whole different game than what it was then. It was a lot of gatekeeping. It was a lot of just standard stuff. But when I came in, I kind of pushed the envelope and pushed it forward and did different things. And I feel like a lot what I did then pioneered to where that culture is now. And when I learned about Q and I learned about Kevin and what he's done, it seemed like a lot of that came along with it as well. He came out and developed, you know, the 300 blackout cartridge, now the 8.6 blackout cartridge as well. Definitely a different type of guy when you compare to the other type of businesses and companies in the firearm industry. And I feel like I resonate really well with him, even though I haven't met him. I just read some interviews, read things about Q and what they've done over the past couple of years, and I really like what they stand on. And if Kevin is not at the Q headquarters, he's more than likely in Africa running the 8.6 blackout fix on some big boy buffaloes, and I see him taking out plenty of them down the road. Now, the mini fix did come out in 2000, or was shown at SHOT Show in 2017. So this is like the newest product from Q, you know, the mini fix, or the fix in general, because now we have it in, like, I believe 6.5 Creedmoor, 223, 300 blackout, 8.6 blackout. You got the, I believe, 224 Valkyrie. Tons of different cartridges out there when it comes to the mini fix. And I don't know if Kevin was just the fact that he got into the hunting, he pushed that forward, but it's a very premium bolt action. Yeah, you can say, you know, I can go build me one for $1,000. You can get you something of that similar type of build for $1,000. At the end of the day, that's up to you. But some people, even like me, I mean, we appreciate the companies that we buy from. You know, I can go and build a custom rifle, but I might want a Q rifle. I might want the Honey Badger from Q. So at the end of the day, it's your money. You do as you want to do. But me personally, I've always wanted a mini fix, even though I could build a mini fix in my own regard. But I want to get one of these. I got one of these. It's definitely one of my favorite guns in my collection. Probably going to be one of my favorite gun pickups of this year. And we're definitely going to be doing a lot of more stuff with it. I hopefully can find someone that can let me come on a land and get some hogs, you know what I'm saying, shoot some coyotes. This is what I want to bring out there. Lightweight, extremely, just, you can fold it up, put it in a book bag and carry it easy or whatever. It has all the bells and whistles when it comes to it. It also does ship with the Picatinny, so you can put this down here if you want to run your typical mount or bipod, or you can also utilize their little special type of mounting system, which is called, I think it's called, let me see, Q-Cert handguard, the free float Q-Cert handguard. They all come with the cherry bomb on it, of course. We do have the Plan B with the Omega on here, which does very, very well, but I do want to utilize that Thunder Chicken on it as well. So I'm looking forward to what next comes out of Q. I definitely want to try out a lot of their products. Hopefully I can get my hands on. I love to try out, like, of course, the Honey Badger. Why not? They dropped the new 5.56 Honey Badger. The upper of that, if you own it, you can just easily swap that around. They got the brand new all black Sugar Weasel, which is the rifle version. They also, you know, in a more cost affordable version, like basically of the Q. They got new colorways coming out. And of course, last but not least, what I'm really looking forward to is that brand new boombox. So hopefully we'll see that soon. And also, man, I gotta mention this, I'm sorry, but Kevin, Q, You know, Kevin's from Atlanta, man. He's from GA like me. You see that on me? We got something in common. He's from Lawrenceville. You know, salutes to Bullseye. Those are my family over there as well. He came from them as well. So, you know, maybe I'm a little biased, but it is what it is, man. You know, I got to respect and show love. Georgia we got a ton of great gun companies and gun enthusiasts here, bruh. You know, we can name a couple of them off the rip. So, you know, Q is, I think, in New Hampshire now or something like that, or up north somewhere. I believe it's New Hampshire. But, you know, it was originated in some shape or form, you know, here in GA. Maybe not Q, but the daddy, the founder, you feel me? So I still got a little bit of hometown homeboy feel for this product right here. But with that being said, phenomenal piece of equipment. There's no precautions. I mean, I'm late to the show on the reviews. There's a ton of them out here, but hey, moving forward to a more recent one, if this is something that you want to get your hands on, you're gonna love it. You're gonna have fun. The trigger's amazing. The bolt handle is, you know, it's extremely amazing. The handguard doesn't heat up, and it's just very maneuverable. You can move it around and do what you want because it's so small and compact, but it delivers that 300 blackout, 308 bullet with a punch. And as far as I meant to say, as far as the 100 rounds, 100 yard with the supersonic, we were getting around a 1.5 MOA with that 147. Bringing in that 220 subsonic, it got a little bit difficult for me because of the holdovers from 147 to that 220. Of course, with that subsonic, there's gonna be a humongous dip at that 100 yards. What I'm gonna do though is I already got some dies now. I'm gonna probably do some reloading on that and just try to make up my own little subsonic, supersonic, two difference, of course, but something that's very close in, maybe like a 200 subsonic and then like a 170 or 190 if I can get that to be like that supersonic, so that the holdovers are just not that much of a difference, so I can easily shoot between the two and meet that very nice MOA, precise MOA, and utilize the scope and not have to make that much of a holdover. If you guys know anything that may work, feel free to comment that down below. As far as, I'm trying to think of the word, not the, you know, the components, not the components, but the recipe. Yes, the recipe, that's what it is. If you know a good recipe for subs or supers, feel free to let me know down below. This thing is special, bro. It's very, very, very special, and extremely happy with having this one in the collection, and definitely one of my favorite. Salutes to Q, salutes to Kevin for continuing on this, salutes to Jay, salutes to Jordan, the homies as well, and stay tuned for some more Q down the road. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.